Because you ran out of time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate
Any
on figuring
opinions?
out the answer to this mystery.
Well, now I know who didn't do it.
Who murdered Sayaka?
Who
It's
didn't
over
do
for
it?
all of
Sayaka?
us.
Yeah.
I know Makoto didn't do it.
I did guess that though a little bit ago. I'm a little proud of myself. It was obviously during the trial, but
Oh, you were guessing that she was trying to
kill Makoto. Well, it
kill
was
Makoto. Yeah,
yeah,
specifically.
but it wasn't.
You were right in quite a roundabout way.
Yes.
Okay, so trash duty, always accounts, dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide
Reminder:
who
trash
did it.
duty was the stuff.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
There is still a clue that can lead us to the killer.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to
And
this
recall,
point
you can
one more
speed up
time.
using circle.
Yeah.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Tiny.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Yep. Yep, she wrote it with her right wrist.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
It's kind of intense as shit though when you think about it.
If you're dying.
Yeah, just like fuck this shit. You do it?
I don't know. I've never been dying before.
we can all
It's
agree
hard
Sayaka wrote it.
to feel like
I'd
that
imagine it'd be
situation
pretty
like.
painful though.
What the heck do those numbers
Or your
mean?
pain, or your brain could just be saying this is so painful. Stop feeling the pain.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro.
It does happen at a
You're
point.
a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
She's basically, it's like, no, that's not. You know what? It's not even worth trying to explain this to him.
Oh, yeah, it looks
She
like...
just said they're not numbers.
What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The
Oh,
connecting line
man.
is barely there. So I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you
And
could also read it as an N.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Rude.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it? Oh, up. Okay, so this is when, since this is a portable game, typically, you would actually take the device and turn it so you can look at it upside down. So imagine it upside down. Get it yet? And it's an N.
Leon.
Yep.
Oh my god.
What does that mean?
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Now you get to pick who did it.
Sayaka.
No, Junko did it. Are you sure you don't want to pick? You're gonna pick Hitler Youth?
Oh, I didn't expect it.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180
Which,
degrees.
when we were going through the investigation, I was like,
around,
will you notice it or not?
it
Because
becomes the letters L, E,
for
O,
English
N.
speakers, a lot of people tend to notice
Or
that
more
says
accurately,
Leon just right
Leon.
off the spot. For Japanese speakers, it's
hell
much
are you
harder,
talking about?
which is what usually
It's
makes
just
this
a
the easiest
coincidence.
case by far
It's just
out
a
of all of
bunch
them.
of random squiggles that
Because you
happen to look
noticed
like
that
my
during
name.
investigation.
I didn't expect him.
No.
I really didn't.
It's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside
Well, I guess
down,
Hitler
as it
Youth
were.
isn't guilty this time.
No,
And as a result,
but you're gonna be rooting against him for a while, I feel.
standing in front of her,
I just don't like him. He's such a fucking square.
Oh, Taka's
Try
cool.
it for
You just
yourself
need to
if
get
you
to know him.
want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Okay, he's not cool, but he's a good character.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
We'll
I'm
see.
the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Sure we can.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Do you know what she's talking about?
Sleeve.
The what?
Bloody sleeve. Bloody sleeve.
That's in here somewhere. Burnt shirt piece.
You know,
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
yeah, no, that did occur to me at a
Killer
point
stabbed
though,
Sayaka. They
because
must
I
have
did
gotten
look
some
at
of her
his
blood on them.
cuff and I was like, but then I looked at a bunch of other
And to
people's
dispose
cuffs
of
and
the
saw they were
shirt covered in the
similar-ish.
victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Are you sure he wasn't one of the other people's
But one
cuff
piece
during
burned
that
off and
whole
got left
stuff?
behind.
And the killer didn't notice.
I wasn't sure.
If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
I just rooted against the
Isn't
people I
that
didn't
right,
like, let's be
Leon?
honest.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
Yeah.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
God, imagine if you had to
Yeah.
compete against her.
I think so.
Imagine.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
One day, one day. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in that whole area. Was it about the time of it being disposed, the method of it being disposed, or the location that it was being disposed in? What is the thing that damns Leon in this case? What else was found at that scene?
The crystal ball.
The crystal ball. Now, how might that have been used? Keep in mind, Leon is the ultimate baseball
No,
star.
I can get it.
Shoot!
Oh, well, got it. It's probably the last one.
Oh,
Well, how it was disposed. Yeah.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
You buy that?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer.
Oh, crystal ball, yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Okay.
Okay, is it really impossible to have destroyed evidence without the trash room key?
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
I don't know which one to
So
do.
the only one who could get to the incinerator was...
How could the crystal ball have been used
Trash?
in this
You'd
situation?
have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is
The
whoever had
situation
the
you
trash
have
room key.
when you don't have the key means that you're far away from the buttons and you need a method of turning it on using the buttons from far away.
That's far-fetched, though.
The key to the trash room.
Keep in mind,
Whoever was
he's
on
the ultimate
cleaning duty
baseball
must
star.
have had it, right?
Shoot!
Uh-oh.
It's far-fetched how.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Oh yeah, that was
So
stupid.
the only one who could get to the incinerator was
The Shattered Crystal
the
Farm.
person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, it's wrong.
You try shooting the one before that.
Yeah.
Hold
You
on.
lose, bitch.
I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without
Not quite.
using the trash room key.
A little
But
bit
if you
more.
can't get past the
I think
gate,
there's two more
you
things that
couldn't
need to be done.
possibly turn on the incinerator.
I think there's
could
two more
you?
things that need to be done.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. What would he do with it?
Divine.
You should say. Sometimes you just
The
gotta
killer
say this because
simply
it's
took
worth
aim at the
losing the
incinerator
influence just for the
switch
humor.
and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
You just use magic to turn.
That through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Blah 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 blah. I don't think we were listening then anyway. Oh yeah, something about the work of a fucking fairy.
Was because the killer was able to hit once they got in the incinerator going.
Hey, come on! What the hell is
Don't
this?
skip everything.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
That's very true.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
How do you know
The
that?
pinpoint accuracy would
It was
be
really
to
you.
throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be
Sounds
little
pretty smart to
challenge
me.
for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper braids have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more
Alright.
time to make his
This
crime
is
perfectly
one
clear.
more. I might as
And
well
with that,
use.
we can end
Why?
this.
They're a bit
Listen to
time
me!
consuming.
What the hell do you mean end this?
It's a
Say
different
what you
minigame.
want, Leon, but all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
You've been.
Now here's what happened.
Oh.
Why? Why? Closing argument. No, I know it. Basically, you put together everything that happened. Okay. So.
10 minutes to do it.
Huh?
And they give you 10 minutes to do it.
Yep. I think.
You gotta feel bad for Leon, though, in some level, right? And you have to feel bad for Leon because, I mean, Sayaka was trying to kill him. It wasn't like, it's totally a proportion. You know, considering the situation they're in, it's a proportional response, right? I mean, I understand why you might not be into that.
They do address it a bit later.
You know, it's not like he actively sought to kill someone. She's the one who actually did. So, I mean, I think that.
By the way, this would be a great time to just talk about your thoughts on everything.
Yeah, sure.
While I try to.
I honestly had
remember
no
everything.
idea it was gonna be Leon, though. And I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. Like,
See, the biggest clue that it was Leon was noticing that it said Leon and not being tricked by the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, it's numbers.
well, yeah, no, I was convinced it was numbers too. That's my thing. You know, I don't know. This is a neat way of. I don't know.
It's a way of. It's closing arguments, going over everything that happened. Trying to
Oh yeah, I kind of my thoughts. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's very late here in Manitoba.
I thought we were in London.
We can be in Manitoba, London.
Is there a Manitoba, London?
I really don't know.
Oh, us Canadians wouldn't know, eh?
Well, even people from London may not know. It's a very big city with a lot of neighborhoods.
Oh, Manitoba. But wait, Manitoba, the state in the country of London.
Right. The state of Manitoba and London. Yeah. I just feel bad for everybody.
I feel bad for. Oh, everything's so sad.
No, it
Do
is!
you feel the despair?
Maybe a little. Oh yeah, I got him. My butt hurts from sitting down so long.
I don't know. Both my feet are asleep. That's weird. So I might have got something wrong.
You!
If I did, then I'll go back.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Why would she pick someone
She
tough like
attacked them
Leon?
with the knife she'd taken
Probably
from the kitchen
someone she
earlier.
thought she could actually get to come. I honestly, out of everyone, realistically, she was trying to kill them by surprise. So chances are her decision was someone I can get and someone who's not like so immensely strong that a knife stab won't take them out.
I understand, but if I was Sayaka, it would like just in general being a girl, like I'm not gonna try to go kill a guy.
A strike from the
Because
sword broke Sayaka's
Well,
right
I don't
wrist.
think she was going to be able to get any of the girls to come over in that. She's the pop sensation.
That's when she
Like,
lost her grip on the
Hifumi
kitchen
so amazingly said, what guy could resist?
I guess. See, that's
Finding
weird to
herself
me.
cornered, Sayaka panicked and
The
ran
idea
into
of
the
being
bathroom.
invited over to a pretty girl's room at night for who knows
Killer
what.
went after her, but couldn't get the
one-
bathroom
Why do
door
guys
open.
always assume sex? It's not always
What
sex.
they didn't know was that my
Well, not
bathroom
necessarily
door got
sex,
stuck
but
easily. And there was a
possibly
trick
a
to
stepping stone to sex.
Sayaka knew about that because I
crazy.
told her. But
It's
of course,
also
the killer had no
it's
way
also
of knowing.
possibly Leon. If you didn't know, you remember how he was saying that he wanted to be a musician?
Yeah.
So he probably... Okay, I messed up there. Okay, so I had assumed that it was him trying to open it. I didn't... Oh, is this already open here? Oh, that might already be open there. So that would make sense for why that would be
Here's
the case.
exactly what happened.
Oh, did he get it right? Did he get it right?
Finding
Possibly.
herself cornered, Sayaka panicked.
Yep. We already did this.
The killer went after what they didn't. Sayaka knew about.
Okay.
So instead, the killer.
I had
forced the
thought
door
that the panel
took the
after that
kitchen
was
knife.
him just waiting at the door thinking about what to do. So I figured it was him trying to open it and then being like, oh,
and
what to do.
stabbed Sayaka.
Yeah.
See, if I were gonna kill someone, I'd invite a girl over just because, and like the scrawniest.
She wouldn't have
But
been
with what
able to get
strength?
The
someone to come
scrawniest.
over.
No, the scrawniest of the
Sayaka left
girls.
a dying message.
She
Why?
wouldn't have been able to get
keep
someone
the
to come
killer from
over.
Noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
But I think Leon, particularly, probably would have been a good target
And
because,
with that,
one, he's a guy.
strength was
Two, the
gone.
whole musician thing means that he probably feels a connection to
With Sayaka
Sayaka in a
dead,
way that
the killer
he
quickly
can,
began
or she can
destroying the
convince
evidence.
him to come over.
First, they took off their shirt.
It's also
which was
notable
covered in
to
their victim's blood.
notable to note that in the beta of this, apparently Sayaka and Leon were like the
Then they took
protagonist
the lint roller
initially,
in my room and
something
cleaned up
along
the
those
entire
lines.
area.
And the developers just
They
got so
wanted to
sick
make
of them,
sure
they
they got
decided
rid
to
of
make them
any
the first
trace
ones to
they
get
ever
killed.
had.
Sayaka and Leon. Like they were the ones running the whole show the whole time.
Like main characters or
Afterwards,
something.
the
The
killer
the
headed to the
initial,
trash room
if
to
you
destroy
beta
their
shots
bloody
of this
shirt.
are like
He
so
tried to
immensely
burn the
different.
shirt using the incinerator there.
It was like black and white in a point.
But the trash
Wait a
room
minute.
was blocked off by an especially
Completely different art
sturdy
style.
gate, preventing access
For
to
sure.
the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball.
God,
which
I just
he
want to see
left
how
in
he's
the
gonna kill him
laundry
now.
room.
You want to see the execution?
A little bit. I imagine it'll
Killer
happen very
managed to
quickly
throw
after
the
he's
ball
convicted.
through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
They really make a show out of
For
it.
any
I can
normal
imagine.
person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly
Guess he wasn't
whirled to
accurate
life.
enough though to get it all in.
You threw it over, and then a little itty bitty bit burned off and didn't make it into the fire.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
I'm not
But
totally
there was
sure that
one
this
thing
leave
they
was really
missed.
needed to convince everyone that it was him. The crystal ball turning it on is probably the most
Part
damning
of the
thing.
shirt they thrown
Yeah.
into the fire burnt away and fell out of
And
the
the whole
incinerator.
thing about Sayaka writing
Killer
Leon.
didn't notice this, and so left behind
Yeah.
a piece of indisputable evidence.
Leon lost here because he overlooked a lot of really obvious things. Like the dying
Isn't that
message.
right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
And here's
I
the
believe
last
you're in
little
possession of that evidence.
thing that sort of, I don't entirely understand why they put this in the game. Bullet time battle. It should be fairly simple enough.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, They didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
Basically,
I refuse to acknowledge
what
you.
you're about
You're
to do.
Stupid.
What you're about to What you're about to do
So that's the voice of someone who's
is a rhythm minigame. Yeah. So
Where's your
you
proof?
press X to aim, and then you press
Not a
triangle to
chance.
fire.
It wasn't me. Stupid.
So press triangle on the
You
beat
lied.
to fire on what you've aimed.
Shut up.
I don't know what you do. I'm sorry. I just.
You kidding me?
What?
Oh, you have to shut it all down.
Yes, you
You
aim at
lied.
them with X on the beat, then you press triangle
Where's your
to
proof? You kidding me?
you press triangle to
chance.
fire, and
It
then that
wasn't me.
breaks down their influence gauge.
Stupid.
And once that goes to
You
0,
lied.
you can fire the final bullet. And later on, you also have an ammo thing to deal with.
You kidding
So
me?
that would be square on
Not a
each of them.
chance.
It's fairly straightforward.
You lied. It wasn't me. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Final proof being his toolkit.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid.
It had to be their very
I mean,
own
I'd be
toolkit.
panicking too if I were him.
Stupid.
He hasn't given up yet.
Would you
You'll know
mind
it when it
showing us
comes.
your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
I'm setting in.
That is the face of someone who's given up.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Poor guy.
Got an A! Yay! And got Monokuma coins.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
I still don't get how this is supposed to
just to
work between
remind you
16
all,
people. How do you make a vote with a
Triple
lever?
sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Such fanfare.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, back to not voice section. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be
So,
killed.
That's why...
I killed her first. It's weird when they say half the line.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just... unlucky.
Guess you're not the ultimate lucky student.
He's not the ultimate unlucky student either.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death?
I don't know.
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up was really the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. We're trapped in here, no way out.
Why?
She freaked out. And one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have something like that happen to them and Sayaka.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, the despair.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream.
Fuck
Things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know.
Probably not. I don't know.
Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunched at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough it was sure to leave a bruise.
That's kinda sad.
Oh, Makoto, work out a little bit more.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. Had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone? Were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. So why? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Oh, shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get on to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the Ultimate Baseball Star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got.
Is it bad though that you kind of like you're kind of happy Monokuma's doing this?
What? You're happy?
No, like I'm not. But like let's put it this way.
You're happy.
I'm not happy Monokuma.
You just said you were happy.
Okay, taken out of context.
There was no context.
Exactly. I guess that's okay, but
problem.
But no, okay. So here's, on some level, he does deserve it, right? And you feel a little bad though for thinking he deserves it. But it seems, yeah, no, it's a fucked up situation as a whole.
Oh yeah, that's where the despair comes in.
Oh. Oh.
You want to hear something a tad more fucked up?
What?
That apparently, they don't say it in the game, but in additional content, they say that they went specifically Monokuma went specifically out of his way to avoid vitals, so as many of them could hit him as possible before he died. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? We could call it extreme.
Yeah, yes.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
What's going on?
I can't
take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear! So, why are you putting up an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry. But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course, we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this place, this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here together forever? What are you trying to say?
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Yeah, talking about
Hey.
punishment.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's all it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. The end, chapter 1. Minus 3 more. Down to 12. Phew. To be continued. We got a bat. Thank you for the bat that was probably used to murder someone.
Alright. Well, that's the end of our recording, I think.
Yep, that's plenty for today. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It was kind of a gruesome killing, though. It was awful well thought out. Kind of says something about the developers, I think.
Oh, it gets so much more intricate.
Yeah.
It gets... Oh, there's one case in the second game that is just... Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say which one it is, but those of you out there that have played both games, you know what I'm talking about. And oh my goodness, that is the best case out of any of these games.
Alright, well, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And yeah.
Drive safely.
Stay
if you wanna.
Stay excellent.
What?
It's from a movie.
Stay classy.
Stay excellent.
Stay classy.
Bye.
Stay classy. Stay classy.